Oh, rock you.
Yeah, back doing it the right way this time. Inside out shirts and stuff, because that's how we roll. Alright, so we're going to cut open some petrified wood from Grassy Mountain. So we're pounding petrified wood. Grassy Mountains look like. These guys here, though, we're going to tumble. They got some cool stuff going on. It seems like it's going to be hard to go ahead and make them into anything that would be good for, like, doing jewelry or anything cool. So we're going to tumble these guys and see how they do. That one's nice quartzy. So quartzy. Look like a little tree stump. Yeah. Alright. That's those guys that we're going to tumble. We're going to cut these guys open. The one I'm really kind of curious about is this guy. Lots of like jaspery type stuff going on here, but this feels so like sandstone stuff. I have no idea, but there's so much grain in it. So we're going to cut this guy right down this way a few times and see what we get. Maybe we'll even cut this end off and then just keep this part here for making jewelry and playing with.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of this end. We're going to get rid of this end. We can tumble. Weird wood stuff is actually pretty hard. Oh my god!
Oh wow, would you look at that?
Oh, would you look at that? Hey there, would you look at that? You should look at this too. Look at that. Oh my god. That's going to be really awesome doing cross sections of. So let's do cross sections of it. Oh, that is so, it's the outside so deceiving. It's like, oh, I look like wood. I'm boring. I feel like sand. Boom! Like Jasper filled. Jaspified. We got some jaspified wood from a grassy mountain. What grassy mountain? We don't know.
Can Jasper form in with petrified
Oh yeah.
wood?
Essentially, that's how petrified wood is formed. So.
School us.
Yes, exactly. Amateur geology lesson here. How petrified wood is formed is essentially just like anything. Air is what spoils shit and makes it go bad. So if a tree falls down and it's just sitting there exposed to oxygen, it's going to decompose and everything. But if something like mud, like a mudslide, or some kind of like like sand or anything that's going to go ahead and block off that oxygen comes in and covers up the wood, it preserves it so the oxygen can't get to it. And what happens over time is the molecules in the wood, the actual wood itself, is replaced with the molecules in the water and everything else. The minerals that are in the water replace the wood over time. And then basically become the wood, you know what I mean? So, so the wood basically takes on all the minerals from that soak into it over millions of years and becomes stone, essentially.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. It's just one of the many things that I've learned on my YouTube education in amateur geology. I'll regurgitate all the info from the other people so you don't have to fucking watch them. Okay? Cut them out. Cut out the middleman. Alright, let's go ahead and make some slabberoos. Show this other part. To expand on what I was saying earlier too, most when stuff gets petrified like that or gets filled like with amigoil stuff where there's pockets that go ahead and get filled with minerals, or like agates where there's like a tube or a geode or anything else, it's usually silica. It's usually a silica based mineral that gets deposited like that. And essentially anything from like quartz, which is a crystalline base of silica, a crystal-based silica, like quartz, and then basically stuff like jasper, agate, what else? Jasper, agate, chert. I can't remember. There's one or two other things, but they're essentially a micro crystalline version of quartz, meaning that you can't see it with the naked eye. So you can't see the crystals with the naked eye, but it's still made out of the same shit. It's just how it actually cools down and how everything, you know, goes with it. So that's why you can have quartz, you know, silica going into something and create a bunch of different type of minerals basically out of that one. All right, this is that one slab we got. Ooh, it's got some fracture stuff going on. I'm not sure. I mean, you don't want to break. I'm kind of wondering if it's worth cutting up the rest of this like that. Or if maybe I should try to do a little slabberdoodles this way or something. Slabberdoodles are a real thing, so you know, I didn't make that up. I almost think I want to go ahead and almost make slabs this way, so that way, worst comes to worst, we're going to get 2, maybe 1.5, something out this side that doesn't have a fracture in it at least. But I kind of like the weird wood type texture, but that's going to come out and tumble in. Oh, what you think? What you think? Think I should do some slabberdoodles this way? See if it works?
Yeah, give it a shot.
And then if anything, we'll have some bigger chunks of it or something. And at least this one's over here won't have cracks in it either. Alright, try to do some slabberdoodles. I like it better that way. I like it better that way.
Ooh, that's good.
I like it way better that way. And those cracks I don't think are going to really hurt anything. They might still show up in a polish, but... Last couple pieces there. The first chunk I cut off, both sides. And the cow. Oh yeah. That's a stone splinter, I think you can get. Gotta watch out for stone splinters.
Watch out for them splinters.
Pretty good, though, right?
Oh wow, that's pretty.
That'll be really nice to end up. Alright, I'm gonna bust through a couple of these other ones here real quick. This one here, we're just gonna cut down the side. It has some nice petrified banding or something there, so we're gonna kind of cut this down the side a couple times, see what happens. This guy here got this little thing.
Like water level.
It does. It does, like water level stabbing instrument. Okay. I'm over here with those friends. Very, very water levelly. Well, they definitely can clean up nice. Alright.
Very pretty.
Very pretty, very, very, very pretty. Alright, this guy here. This another piece is just kind of weird. Like, I'm gonna slab it down this way. Oh. I don't know if we're gonna be making much for slabashons out of this. Okay. I think we're just gonna cut it. We're just gonna cut it a few times. We're gonna cut it this way. Okay, we're gonna cut it this way. We're gonna cut it across. Going against the grain here. Kind of fun little sky guy was hiding. Oop. Some nice quartzy stuff. Quartzy stuff. Some mossy quartzy stuff, kind of. Let's get some nice yellows. That'd be a nice chunk for like a necklace or something. A little thick. Still pretty though. Alright. 2 more pieces to play with here. I think we're going to do the same kind of thing and just kind of cut this one down through the sides here. Cut a couple of chunks out of this and just show you guys, and I'll come back instead of recording me just cutting forever. That's the idea what that has inside. Then I'll just cut this guy up. Well, actually, you know, we'll cut a chunk off him right now too. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's find a nice chunk. Nice chunky chunk. Alright, so that's what we got out of the rest of that petrified wood. Well, at least the one chunk. This chunk, the one that came with that, I didn't really cut up because, to be honest, it's kind of boring. Maybe we'll just tumble it, knock it in half, something. But got some cool little pieces here to play with and make jewelry out of. Alright, show that piece real quick. Yeah, that one is kind of boring. Kind of boring. I'm going to finish cutting up stuff and then I will show you guys the rest.